Tonight you're going to get to watch me make the whole meal. I'm going to do it in little segments so you can see it. And this is what we're going to have. We're going to have meatloaf, fresh green beans, and stewed squash, and cornbread. And so y'all just keep watching. This is what I've got right here. I've got a sink full of squash. And what I'm fixing to do is to wash them off really good. Each one. I just got back from the grocery store. You talk about getting them right. And I'm going to put it in kind of a pan like this. It's kind of thick. It's missing the handle. That's all right. All you do is cut the ends off of each end of it like that. Slice it really quick down the middle. And cut it up in little circles. That's all you do. Cut it up in circles. And then I'll show you what we're going to do on it next. This is all you do. It's quick, quick, quick. We're going to stew them down. Are y'all already looking forward to summertime? I am. I'm telling you, this winter weather, and we hadn't been in it but just a little bit, and I'm already tired of it. Turn y'all around. You can't even see what I'm doing. I've got them all washed off. We're fixing to put these things on, let them cook. You can put, you got to put a little bit of grease in it. You can put bacon grease, olive oil, butter, whatever you want. And if you put any water at all, which I don't think you should, because squash have a lot of water in them, only put like a fourth of a cup. That's all you need. And cook them real slow with the onions on top. Forgot to tell you, I'm going to show you how to make the y'all sweet tea also. We're going to have that tonight. I want to have the decaf, but I might have to use caffeinated. I got to look to see if I've got any. Found some y'all sweet tea that was decaf back there. I didn't know I had any, but I had it. So all you do is open the package like that. Are y'all's hands as weak as me? This makes a whole gallon. There's our packet. Doesn't have a string on it. You just throw the whole thing in there. All right, your water is hot when you're putting it in here, but not boiling. Hot, but not boiling. Put it in. And I go right by the recipe on the back. I push it down in there and put a top on it. Like that. For 9 minutes. All right, we've got our squash. I put a fourth of a cup of water in it. Now I fix to cut up the onion to go on it. Okay, we've got our onions cut up, some of them on top. I put 2 big onions on this thing. And here's what you do. You've got your squash in there. You've got 2 onions on top, and y'all are going to think, well, heck, Brenda, this pan's not big enough. I assure you, when I get through cooking, it will be big enough. And now what you do is you add some salt and pepper, and you know that, let me find it, here it is. And you know that salt pulls water out of vegetables, and that is why I told you not to put too much water in the bottom. You don't need but a scoop in there. All right, there's some salt, and you want to make sure you put some pepper. Okay, there we go. And then you turn it down real low and put a top on it, which I'm fixing to do. Okay, y'all, in the South and in my mama's kitchen, if you had meatloaf, you had some green beans and some stewed squash with it. So here are our green beans. Right here in this bag. I just bought them. Good, fresh green beans. The lady at the grocery store today, she was new. So she couldn't find the beans on her little cash register thing. She kept looking at the beans, and she didn't know what to look under. So I decided I'd help her. I said, look under snout beans, pole beans, green beans, or string beans. She did. Y'all know what she found them under? She found them under pole beans. So, here's all I'm doing. You've got that bean like that. I'm just snipping off just that little part. I'm cooking them whole in this pan. And I'm going to put some oil in it, just a little bit of water, and we are going to have us some green beans to go with our other. And the good thing about these, you know, and I just washed them, is that they're not canned. That means there's no chemicals in it. The only chemical that's in it is maybe if they sprayed them, which they probably did. That's why you need to wash them good. Some people go up to the bean counter and they just pick what beans they want out of there. I didn't. I just grabbed them. I was in a hurry. So if I come across a bad one, like I just did a while ago, I threw it over here. See how big it is? It's got beans actually inside of it, y'all. All right, so let me finish doing this, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay, y'all, look how pretty they are. They're ready to cook. I'm going to put a little bit of water in them, not much. Maybe half a cup. And some bacon grease on top. Cook them with salt and a top on them. Okay, let's turn them on. We've got our salt on top, a little water, and a little bacon grease. And y'all don't mind my hair. Just don't even pay attention to it. We're going to put a tablespoon of bacon grease, and that's it. And we're going to put a top on it. Let's stir our squash while we're at it. Just kind of, you want to bring whatever's at the bottom up to the top. I've got them turned low. We're not in any hurry. Whew, it's getting hot. Okay. Let them just keep stirring around. So far, so good. Are y'all having a good day? I hope you are. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, y'all, we're fixing to do our tea. It makes 1 whole gallon of tea. This that I showed you a while ago. When we put it on, it's been steeping now for 9 minutes. I want you to see how good and dark it looks. It's real rich. It's real rich tea, and it is delicious. I did find a thing of the decaf, so here we go. I've got ice in here. Let me show you that for all you new people maybe hadn't seen it before. What you do is you put your ice in here. Go right by the directions on the back of this package. It is so easy. Just follow it. See, it's got step 1, step 2. I mean, it's so easy. You're going to love it. And just put your tea, hot tea now, right directly over your ice. You don't spill it like I do, though. Okay, and this is the time right now that you would put in your sugar if you want sugar. But tonight we all want to sleep good, so because I'm making this for supper, so I chose the decaf with no sugar. Now at lunchtime we might drink the caffeinated with sugar. Give you some energy. All right, then you fill your gallon pitcher up with water, and it tells you how much to put in there. But I made it so many times I don't have to measure anymore. I just know how to do it. And there you go. You got your tea. And oh, and let me say this. I can only buy the decaffeinated and the caffeinated in town. But they make a lot of flavors. The peach tea, watermelon tea, raspberry tea, all kind of teas. And you have to usually order those. Because they're not in stores yet. Maybe one day they will be. Okay, we're going to start our meatloaf. I'm going to open 2 just regular sized cans of tomato sauce. Well, wait a minute. Let me see. There we go. A meatloaf is quick and easy to do. I bought, this is 2.5 pounds of ground chuck. I'm going to use all of it. And just dump it in your bowl like that. Okay, now I'm going to crumble up half a bag of crackers. Well, or maybe more. It's hard to do just one bag, isn't it? I'm going to use a half a bag. That's all I want. I don't want many crackers in it. There. Put that in there. I'm gonna get 2 eggs out. Y'all can tell I'm in a hurry. 1. Got my oven set on 400 degrees. 2. Throw that away. Now I'm gonna cut up 1 bell pepper. Of this size, I'm gonna cut it in little cubes. Got it cut like this. And all I'm gonna do now is quickly go down it in little strips like this. My mama used to always make, when we had meatloaf, we had the green beans and the onions. The green beans and squash. Or she would make macaroni cheese with it. We love macaroni cheese, and then have the green beans and maybe some turnip greens or collards or something like that, which is really good. All right, you got that cut up now. Bring this over here like that. Put it in a little, some sort of design. And cut some little bitty pieces off of it like that. I'm trying to make this video where it won't be so long, y'all. I know you don't like to watch it when it's long. Bless your heart. All you people in the north, y'all fix to have some cold weather. What do y'all do to prepare for that? Do you go to the grocery store and buy up a bunch of stuff? Do you call the gas man? What do y'all do? Do you come south for the winter? That's what probably y'all do. You come down here for a couple of months. You know what we call y'all? We call you snowbirds. You're snowbirds. That's what y'all are. Okay. I'm going to cut it a little bit more now with this because I don't want it real big. Some of y'all were saying one day, we ought not to use a wooden chopping block, but I read somewhere that you shouldn't use plastic because by the end of the year you'll eat the whole plastic credit card. That's what I heard. Wood is natural. Even if you eat a little piece of it, it ain't gonna hurt you. But if you eat some plastic, it might. Okay? Put this now in our pan with our egg and our crackers. Just throw it in like that. No particular way. Now we're going to cut up 1 onion. And now we're just about there. Okay, I'm cutting up my onion to go in it. I've got it cut in little long slivers. And now I'm going to go the opposite way. And then I'm going to get that big old chopper knife and do some chopping. For those of you who haven't made a meatloaf, let me tell you, it's so good. And it is delicious, and I know you'll be able to make it. Don't be afraid to make it. It'll be really good. You don't have to make it like mine. You can put whatever you want to. Anna, come speak to him.
Hey, y'all. I'm getting a bag for all that paper.
All right, well, look here.
I'm helping Dallas open a box for Big Mama. I'm trying to get the packing into a bag.
Well, go help him. Go help him. I couldn't get in it. So that's what you have sons for, isn't it? Make them do some things you can't do. And the wife of the family is the go-getter. She goes and gets him this and goes and gets him that so he can do whatever we want him to do. I think that's small enough. But 1 medium-sized onion, small onion, according to what you got, y'all. Look. All right, here we go. There's that. And now all we're going to do is we got to put our salt and pepper. A little pepper. A little salt. Now that egg is what holds it together. It binds it, y'all. And then you take your tomato sauce and you pour, go ahead, pour a whole can in there because I've got a lot of meat. Take your hands and squash it together like this. Mix the egg in there and the crackers and all that good stuff. Just like this, okay? The only reason I've got that other can is because when I cook it, I put that on top of it. Okay? Some people use ketchup, but I use I'm making meatloaf. It's a meatloaf.
That's gonna be good.
Matter of fact, I need those other crackers in there. I can tell it's a little bit watery. Let's do this up, y'all. We're gonna use that whole thing of crackers. He will. William didn't come, y'all. He went on a little camping thing or something. I don't know. All right, there we go. All right. This is so fun. Y'all gonna love it. All right, now I'll show you how to put this, make it in the shape of a meatloaf on your pan, okay? That's ready. All right, now let me wash my hands off over here, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's easy peasy. All right, so here's what you do. You get the pan that is, that pan that comes in your oven, or it came in mine years ago. All right, and then you have the little top part that goes on it. Right here it is, like this. But before you cook your meatloaf, what you do is you put some water in the bottom of this, and I'll tell you why you do that. I've told y'all before, but I got so many new followers, y'all need to. I didn't put much. That may be 3/4 of a cup, just a little bit. Okay, put it in there, and that is so that when that grease comes out of that meatloaf, it won't stick all on the bottom of your pan, and you get to fussing because it's hard to clean up. So you're going to do it just like that. And what I'm going to do is take a little bit of grease, whatever kind you want to take, and I'm going to grease the top of it like that. And that way it won't stick to that either. All right, when you've got this much goodie, I'm going to divide mine into 2 pieces. I just divided it down the middle. I'm going to take it like that. And I'm going to form it into a loaf. Squeeze it hard because you want it to be really together, okay? Flatten the ends of it. There's one. Okay, let's do the other one. And get it all out of your pan. You want to take every little bit. Like that. Turn it around. Alright, let's make a loaf out of this one. Just divide it with your hand in your bowl. That's what I did. Alright, now push it hard together so you don't have any air bubbles in it. Alright, now take your thumb and go down the center like this, but don't go all the way to the end.
Sneaking through.
You sneaking through. You gonna eat some of my meatloaf, darling?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. And then here, I'm taking my thumb and I'm going down that one. I'm making like a little groove, but don't go to the end of it. Just stop about 3/4 of the way. All right, and take your other tomato sauce and pour it in that groove. Like that. And right here. Okay. And I got a little bit left over, but that's okay. All right, and put it in your oven. Now, how hard was that? It's so easy, y'all. You can do this. You can, and look how quick it was. It didn't take us but a scoop to even do it. I got it set on 400, and I know what y'all are thinking. You're saying, how long are we going to let it cook? Well, it'll kind of get a little bit cracked open on the top, just a little bit. I would say maybe 45 minutes. I mean, I'm just guessing. It's according on how much meat you've got in there and that sort of thing. You'll know. You'll know, okay? All right, we're going to have it just a little bit, and y'all get to see it come out of the oven. Hey, y'all, a while back, y'all Sweet Tea sent me this big box of goodies, okay? And so, Dallas came, and He just now got it open for me. I couldn't open it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? It's the same tea, but it's in a camo bag. This is the man's tea. Got some jars they sent me, and look what's so nice about the jars. It's got a hole in the top for your little straw. It's got a pie on the side of Hayden, Alabama. And it's got y'all sweet tea on this side. That's great. And what does it say? 2015? Let me look. Yeah, because that's when they started, I guess. All right, but anyway, and let me show you what else they gave me. They gave me one of these little, I think that's a coffee, I guess. A coffee one. Isn't that cute? This is your big water thing or your tea thing, whatever you have to be doing. And then they sent me this. And this one, they said they didn't have any, and this is not for sale. They just sent it to me for a little Christmas present. Isn't that
because
pretty?
they partnered with Realtree.
They're partners with Realtree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at that. It's got a hood and everything. It's lightweight, isn't it? Too bad they don't sell it, y'all. But I'll enjoy wearing it. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I had to get my big old son to open that box. It was like it's welded together. But anyway, so get you some tea and whatever. Okay, y'all, after your squash have cooked and started getting tender, do you see that? Look how much juice is in it. That's why I'm telling you, you don't need to put a lot of water in it, if any at all. So I'm going to take the top off now and let these cook down. Is what you call it. Cook them down. Okay? Now our beans, they're not doing much. They're doing good. It's just that I'm steaming them more than I'm doing anything else. But see how tender they're getting? What a good supper we're going to have tonight. This is how you tell if your beans are done. You just get one out and eat it. And it's good and tender, but it does not have enough salt on it, y'all. Remember, you add salt a little at a time. Remember, I put that teaspoon of bacon grease in it. And they're nice and tender. So I'm going to turn them down real low until our meatloaf is done. There's a string in it. They're called string beans, pole beans, and sometimes you'll find a little string in it. There's another one. Okay. I'm going to put the top on it. And turn it down real low because they're actually done. And then on our squash, they have really cooked down a lot. See all the juice in there, y'all? That's why you cannot put a lot of water in squash. You actually, if you turn it down real low, you don't have to put any. All right, now we're going to make us some cornbread in just a second. Do I look tired to y'all? I am. Here's what I'm fixing to do. When I finish this supper, I'm going to go get in the shower, take me a good hot shower. I'm going to put on my pajamas, and I'm not doing another thing the rest of the night. How's that sound? Do you ever feel like that? I remember George's mama. She would, she'd get everybody fed and everything, and she would, go get in her bed. She'd say, well, good night, y'all. Because we were there with our little kids, and everybody was there like at Christmas time, and so she'd just go to bed. She'd just get out of our way. I'm fixing to make a quick little pan of cornbread. I've got a little tiny skillet over here heating up with some olive oil in it. And all I've got in here is the white lily cornmeal mix. The buttermilk kind is the kind I like. And all I'm going to do is I've just got it's probably a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to put some buttermilk in it. It's so easy to make a cornbread, y'all. So easy. And I'm going to put 1 egg. And I'm going to stir it around and look at the consistency, and then I'll know whether to put some more buttermilk or not. We're going to pour it into a nice hot skillet. You don't have to pour it into a nice hot skillet, but if you don't, please make sure that you've got it, your pan greased good. I've got my grease in my skillet. I want a little bit more. Our meatloaf is about ready to come out so y'all can see it. Okay. That looks good. Does that look good to y'all? Mama said always do it like this because that puts air in it. Makes it nice and fluffy. See how the air can get in it. Beat it like it beating up eggs. All right, here we go. We're going to do it in a little bitty skillet. And I had fried something in this skillet, so I hope it doesn't stick to it. You know, this isn't my regular cornbread skillet. I only want to make just a little bit. Okay, that's it. Meatloaf's in the oven, just about ready. We're going to put our cornbread in, and we're going to put it in on 400, do the meatloaf. I can scoot it over a little bit. There we go. And we're going to cook our cornbread, and we'll be ready to chow down. Hey, y'all, the meatloaf has been cooking exactly 46 minutes. So I'm going to take it out and let you look at it. Just be patient with me. Woo! Mercy. Mercy, mercy. We got our cornbread still in the oven. It needs to stay in there another minute or two. All right, here you go. Look down here on it. There you go. There's your meatloaf. And you can tell it's done, y'all. See how it's kind of cracking a little bit right there? It just doesn't take that long. It was so easy, and y'all can do this. Make you some good meatloaf and some squash and some beans and real food. Eat real food. And all that water is full of juice and down in there, and it'll be easy to clean. Okay, Anna, what are you doing?
I am pouring tea for our supper. We're having decaf tea because it's nighttime and we won't be able to go to sleep tonight. But Big Mom and Dallas like unsweet tea, so theirs is unsweet and mine's made up already because I added some sugar to mine.
How much did you add? You probably added a lot, didn't you?
A couple spoons.
I bet you tablespoons, probably a couple of tablespoons.
Oh.
Anyway, we've had a good time today, haven't we?
Yes.
Tell them about your jars and what you've been trying to do.
We found some lids for some jars that I found for my house for the holidays to put Chex Mix in and tea cakes and things like that. Just some of the holiday goodies.
That sounds good.
We've been scavenging through the old antique shop and barn.
But here's what happened, y'all. She found a jar that she liked. It's just she likes clear jars, and they're bringing it out to the car, and the lady accidentally dropped it, broke the top. So we'd been looking for a top that would fit that jar. We finally found something.
Yeah, we found something. It took about an hour and a half, but we found something.
In our barn, y'all.
Yes.
In our barn.
Yes.
All right. Okay, but all right. So we're gonna fix our plate here in just a minute, y'all.
Okay.
All right. Have I burnt the cornbread? All right, y'all. Here we go. Let's dump her out. Here's hoping. Yay!
It worked.
It worked. It looks gorgeous. Come over here and get a close-up of this. What you say?
Oh, let me get that chicken out of the way.
That's a rooster. Somebody gave me that. The man who fixed my light up there. All he had that day was a string. And somebody sent me that so I wouldn't have to use a string. Come on, Dallas.
Oh, it's ready?
It's ready. All right. There's a piece of cornbread, and we can come back and get some more. Okay. Just turn it off a minute. All right. That'll be good. What you say, Dallas?
Are you already videoing?
I'm videoing. What are you supposed to say?
Oh, I'm getting my meatloaf here. gonna be good, y'all.
It is gonna be good. Get you plenty of it, darling.
Dallas likes
All right.
it in peace.
Go ahead and get your plate. Get yours going. Got some beans over here. They turned out good. Some cornbread, some squash. As my daddy used to call it. Dallas does too. Cornbread. Cornbread. Hannah's getting hers. That looks so good. You wanted those squash pickles or anything over there?
No.
Okay. Anna's said she was going to do what? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna put some pepper jelly on my cornbread.
And just show them how much pepper jelly we got in there. Let
There
me
is
have
not
that
much
thing.
left.
We got this much left of it. She said, I'm getting the rest of that. I said, okay.
I'll do that last.
You do that last? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some butter for mine.
Take this butter out there. As a matter of fact, here. Just take it out there. We'll all get some butter.
Okay.
I'll bring a knife. Okay?
I'll take that and I'll take the pepper jelly to the table.
I'll bring the pepper jelly and the
I
knife.
got it.
Okay. You got it? All right.
Got it.
All right.